Hi YouTube. I'm an alien coming at you straight from a van on the side of the road in New York City. And I wanted to thank you all for subscribing to my channel. So what better way to thank you than to answer your questions? I receive a lot of questions about living in a van in the comment section of my videos, and they're pretty basic questions, they're pretty repetitive. So I decided to compile it into a video and answer your questions. Okay, so question number one: what is the name of the van community on Facebook that you always talk about? It's called facebook.com/groups/vandwellers. But just be careful, because those people tend to be kind of stubborn and argumentative, so just take their comments with a grain of salt. Next question: is your van diesel? No, no van I've ever had was diesel. I prefer the cheapest gas possible. This question did mention something about vegetable oil. That would be a wonderful idea, because vegetable oil is free fuel, so if you can get a veggie powered van, then go for it. That'll save you a ton of money in gas. Where do you shower? 24-hour Planet Fitness. You know, there's one right over here. I gotta walk a mile to go to it, but it's nice to have a shower every now and then. It's a nice luxurious thing. It feels so good. What size motor did your Vandura have? I have no idea, sorry. Where do you park your van? I just park my van on the side of the road. You see, here in New York City, that's the only place to park. So I just park wherever, on whatever side of the road. But I mean, if you're in a suburb, you gotta park in places like a 24-hour McDonald's, 24-hour Walmart, and grocery stores, drugstores, retirement homes, hotels, hospitals, casinos and bars, and diners. That's where I used to park when I lived in the suburbs. Okay, question number 6: how do you stay cool in the summer? Well, in the summer, I just sleep in my underwear, and I take all those extra blankets out of the van and open the windows and turn the fan on. I have this battery powered fan, and it keeps me pretty cool during the summer. I try not to hang out in the van during the day because it's just way too hot for that, but if I do, then I park in a shady area and keep the door open. How do you hold your window piece in place? Okay, you see this window piece right here? The only thing holding this up is the bench seat, but I actually have a window piece over there. And how I hold that in place is I just cut it like so that it fits into the window, and it fits really well into the window. So you just have to cut it to the size, measure it, and place it in there. Okay. Do you have a job? How do you get money? Yeah, I have my freelance writing job that I've been doing for about 3 months. It allowed me to make money on the road and travel. And those it's a really good way to make money. Well, no, it's not, but it's a really good way to travel, you know. Next question: how did you get your writing jobs? I got my writing job on Craigslist. And how do you bathe? I take a sponge bath in the van. So what I do is I get a washcloth and a bucket of water, and I just, wash myself the pioneer style, like when they used to bathe in a basin, and then I rinse off with a spray bottle. Okay, how do you wash your hair? Washing hair in the van is very difficult. I only do that when my hair starts to itch uncontrollably. So I take a bucket, like the same bucket that I use for washing, and I put that on the floor, and I take a really big water bottle and completely drench my hair in water, like pour the water all over my head, but position your hair over your container on the floor so that the water drips into the container. And then I, rub the soap in and scrub and lather and keep pouring that water all over my head. And I use about a gallon of water this way. You could do it outside on the ground if you don't want to get your floor all wet. How do you get a telecommute job? Well, there's this website called elance.com, and that has a lot of freelance jobs like the one that I have. But there's a whole bunch of different fields you could work in, you know, like freelance photography and freelance graphic design. You just bid, you make an account and you bid for jobs, and hopefully somebody will hire you. How did you get your parents to respect your Vandwelling lifestyle? Well, my dad respects it finally after 2 years, but my mom doesn't, and she still tries to convince me to get an apartment. But I just tell her, this is what I'm doing, this is my life, this is what makes me happy. I'm finally free, and no matter what you say, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And so they're like, okay, whatever. You just gotta tell your parents that you're still gonna do it. There's nothing they can say to stop you. This is your life. You wanna be free, follow your dreams, and so express that to your loved ones, you know, your family, friends, and they'll see how happy you are doing what you want to do, and they'll stop judging, hopefully. Is it okay to have a dog in the van? I don't think so. I think if you have like a roof vent installed and a bunch of air conditioning and fans, then it might be okay. But not if you have a job, you know, because I don't want you leaving your dog in the van for 8 hours while you go to work. You could come back and animal control would have like already towed your van or something. Have you had any strange encounters in the dishwasher? Have you had any strange encounters or difficulties? Yeah. I got my van raided for drugs twice, and I had like creepy men knocking on my door in the middle of the night saying, "You're homeless, come live with me." And I had a roach problem. But I solved the roach problem using bug bombs. So nothing too major. I mean, I did have my sunroof blow off in the old van, and so then I installed a new sunroof in, and it just forever leaked. I just had this permanent leak in the roof. So thank God this minivan does not have a leak in the roof. Are you going back to Florida? No, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I don't know where I'm gonna live, but Florida's not gonna be one of them. Okay, so that's all for this group of questions. Keep the questions coming. I'd love to answer them for you, and remember to subscribe and like my video and comment below, and add me on all my social media accounts. I made some really cool friends from this YouTube channel, and let's just keep it coming. Alright, see you later.